grow, still can't stop it.
What is up? I am Crypto Mason and welcome back to the Crypto Mason YouTube channel. Shout out to the Gold Squad. We look for gold in every single aspect of our lives and we always find it. Now today we are back with another video. This is a sad day for crypto folks. As you can see as well, my voice is just recovering now. I am getting back my voice as we speak, or as I literally speak. That is why there was no videos, is because I literally physically could not make any. So we're getting the voice back. Make sure you drop a like and comment on the video. We're going to talk about LBRY. They lost to the SEC in court. They literally lost. How does this affect the XRP lawsuit? What's happening and why did they lose? I'm going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Binance versus FTX, which is an absolute war that's going on right now. But let's get into it. First of all, I have drawn the winner for the $200 weekly giveaway. And it did show their email. So I recorded this. It did show their email, and I didn't want to show somebody's email on here. So they will be contacted, and we will start the next giveaway tomorrow or whenever the next daily market update is. I have to get this one out to you guys despite my voice. Make sure that you drop a follow on Twitter right here. Twitter's exploding with a lot of different drama in the past week here. Let's get into it. LBRY has lost. They have lost. They came out and said, we lost. Sorry, everyone. They're going to lick their wounds. They have a bright team and their best is yet to come. They dropped the official ruling right here. We're not going to read through this because it's a 22-page legal document. We leave that to the lawyers. We're going to have some comments from the lawyers deeper into this video. We're also going to cover how this affects the XRP lawsuit because it sort of does. Okay, before we get into it though, LBRY, if you didn't know, they were sued by the SEC for a unregistered securities offering. SEC is essentially the same thing as the Ripple case, and that's why this is very important here that they lost. It sucks, and we're going to talk about it, but LBRY basically does to publishing what Bitcoin did to money. They have a platform called Odyssey, which is like a decentralized YouTube. I have 1,000 followers on there. My videos have been syncing to that for a very long time. I've known about this platform for a very long time. Also, if you do type in XRP decoded, this is actually the platform that I had to drop Ripple XRP decoded part 6 on, because part 6 I talked about some very controversial stuff and it actually got taken down from YouTube. They censored me. They took it down. So that video, it's a crazy video. So Odyssey though, this is like, I've known about LBRY for a long time. Everyone in the XRP community has been paying attention to their case because we did know that this case would settle before the XRP case did, right? And now it has, and they've lost, which I did not expect that. I did not expect that, but the token has dumped 35% in the past 24 hours. I can't imagine how bad XRP would dump if they lost. Here's the trading view chart, dying as well. Now, what even happened here? So basically, they've lost because they've said that LBRY offered LBC as a security, and the fair notice defense failed. This is a key point. They used fair notice defense. One of the main points that the judge had here on LBRY was that at the time of the sale, the token sale, there was no actual use case for the token. Okay, so the fair notice defense failed. So how does this actually affect the XRP lawsuit? Okay, so in the XRP lawsuit, the fair notice defense, which means did Ripple have fair notice from the SEC? So did the SEC give fair notice that what Ripple was doing was wrong or illegal? Basically, Ripple has Ripple is not leaning into the fair notice, and they're actually going after the Howey test. They're trying to win by the Howey test. John Deaton says you should view the fair notice defense as insurance if they don't win through the Howey application. Now, LBRY had an ICO. There was no utility day one, essentially, so it's a security. Ripple had no ICO. This was also a failure of fair notice defense. Ripple has set that aside and is attacking the investment contract part of Howey. Okay? So this actually does not affect the XRP case directly. I still believe that XRP will win the lawsuit, and the LBRY loss today will just make the win 10 times more explosive, okay, in terms of the announcement. Because LBRY lost, a lot of the XRP community is going to think that, XRP might lose or it might kill your confidence. Don't let it kill your confidence on the XRP case, okay? However, the SEC is definitely going to be using this against any other cases that comes about, right? This is a win. They straight up just win. They just won, right? So, here was the breakdown of the initial launch of LBC. 400 million LBC were pre-mined. 200 million allocated to community fund. 100 million allocated for LBRY Inc. operational costs. So a lot of the tokens were owned by the actual company. So moving through here, the LBRY judge reasons that even if the team is completely silent about efforts, no promises, no contracts, but pre-mines tokens, that alone creates a sufficient expectation of profits from their efforts. This is bad. This essentially makes plenty of coins a security right here. This is what that does. So even if they just pre-mine tokens, instantly you're a security. It's going to be a whole different ball game when everyone realizes that everything is a security, essentially. So if we go to my channel, we type in the truth about XRP. If you want to watch this video, it's a bit outdated now. This was a year ago. But here was me covering XRP to Jupiter. Look at that. Here was me covering the two paths that XRP could take. There's a genuine possibility that XRP loses this case. However, I'm extremely confident that they will win. The fact that LBRY lost is concerning to me because once everyone realizes that most of 99% of these altcoins are securities, what I see happening would possibly be the security token market actually merging with the altcoin market. So a lot of altcoins would be deemed securities or security tokens, and then they would join this market, which we have been aware of for months and months now. Nobody really covers the security token market. A lot of the Bitcoin maxis, including Anthony Pompliano, are actually very aware of the security token market. It's only at 14 billion. Imagine catching crypto at 14 billion on the market cap. So I do see one path that could happen, which is all altcoins or most altcoins get deemed as security tokens, and they will be amongst these coins right here. These tokens, which are security tokens, including INX, right? So moving on through here, Jeremy Hogan says LBRY fought the good fight but lost at summary judgment. The judge hung his hat largely on the fact that there was essentially no use for the tokens at the time of the sales. He said, I would expect this case to make its way into the SEC's final brief in the Ripple case. So I do expect this as well. The SEC is going to be flexing and using this case all over the place with any future cases that they have. I do expect it to come into the XRP case. So here's a little chart on Hbar from Lemonade that I found. This shows when the governing council members' terms end. Okay, and then we're going to cover Binance and FTX, which is super important. But we can see here, this is the join date of all the council members. Now, just to remind you on how the governing council of Hbar works, Google will not be a part of that one day. Google will actually expire one day on the governing council. Now, this can seem concerning, right? What will happen to Hbar, the Hbar token price when Google expires? Because that's not a good day. That's a bad day when Google's off the council. So if we take a look at this chart, Google will actually expire on the 31st of December in 2023. Okay. Now, what's up with the council? So basically, you can stay for 3 years as a company on the council, but you can actually serve another 3 years consecutively. So you can do a total of 6 years. And the second 3 years is if you get voted back in. So if they get voted back in, they'll do another 3 years. But what you can do is if Google does 6 years, they have to do 3 years off the council before they can get back on. So, we can have Google back on in 3 years after they take a break off the council. And this is an aspect of decentralization to a seemingly pretty centralized structure here. But the way the council rotates is a sign that they're trying to preserve the decentralization with this. And then we know Swirlds, which is the maker of Hashgraph, actually has a permanent seat on the governing council, which is interesting. But here's all the dates. You guys can check those out. Let's talk Binance and Sam. CZ. So first of all, I wanted to give a shout out. I love CZ. He followed me. I'm loving him even more now because he's not attacking. I'm not going to say that. He's standing his ground against FTX here. He actually did follow me, so big shout out to CZ for following me back there. I appreciate that. He is a goat, and he's looking to be positioned as the overlord here. As part of Binance's exit from FTX equity. So this is something I didn't even know. Binance was holding FTX equity. They received $2.1 billion in BUSD and FTT. So they accepted FTT. Interesting. They are now liquidating any remaining FTT on their books. And they're trying to do so in a way that minimizes market impact. So he tweeted this out, right? FTT token obviously dumped pretty hard off that. As you can see, big dump right here. And he's liquidating his position. So he did come out with a follow-up thread literally about 5 minutes ago. He said the topic of whale alerts came up when he was with friends. He decided to be transparent. A lot of people were questioning a $580 million FTT deposit to Binance, and they are transparent about closing their FTT position. Now, this has sparked many controversies right here. There's a whole Dirty Bubble Media article about Alameda Research, which is Sam's investment fund or firm here. It's a hedge fund by Sam. He's part of it, or he created it, and they might be insolvent. There's rumors that FTX might be insolvent. There's this flywheel model that they've apparently used. There's tons of different things happening with this. I'm going to leave the link to this in the description. Make sure you go and read through that. Sam is basically blaming Binance now. He's saying a competitor is trying to go after us with false rumors. FTX is fine. Assets are fine. And he's actually denying the rumors that FTX or Alameda is insolvent. Absolutely insane stuff. Obviously, I'm siding with CZ we are an official partner with Binance as well, and it's making me feel very good being seemingly on the winning side of this, on the Binance side. So we will see how that plays out. My thoughts are, like, I don't like Sam Bankman. He's the bank man. I don't like him at all. I do like CZ. We're going to see how it plays out. This is war. This is war. CZ is very respectful. He's very, very respectful. Versus Sam, who is somebody who's, going to short your token and dump your token and play very dirty. He plays very dirty games here. I hope Binance runs the world, though. We'll see. So that is all we've got for the daily market update. I'm sorry about the voice. I can't do nothing. Just got to rest it. Appreciate all of you for watching. I love every single one of you. Join the Gold Squad Discord. And goodbye.